Hello and welcome back to Tanya's Beauty Box. I am Tanya and today I am going to be doing a video featuring the Subculture palette. I asked in my last video for any suggestions on what to do next, and Simply You Makeup made a request that I use greens, and then I had to think to myself, do I have a palette full of greens or greens that I want to use? And after some sitting and thinking, I said, well, I do have a Subculture palette, so let's try that. Now, this is the infamous Subculture palette. I don't know if I have version 1 or version 2. I rarely, if ever, barely have used this palette, and here are the colors. So it does have some greens here, here, and here. And then this particular color here is like a duochrome, multi-chrome situation. So I was figuring on using that. But, um, yeah, I was tasked with using greens, and therefore I pulled out this Subculture palette. Let's get started here. Um, what I have on my lips is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Hot Chocolate Gloss Bomb. So it's just a nude, just to give some gloss, some color, a little bit of color. And I'm going to use a base, a nude matte base, um, eye primer that has, it won't be so skin tone, so that the colors will come out a little bit more vibrant. I'm going to use not that much because it does leave a cast, and I don't want to use too much of this particular product. I was going to use my Milk Jumbo pencil, but I said, well, no, that's too white. So just a little bit goes a long way with this particular product. And this is from Ulta Beauty, their nude matte eyeshadow base. I have no idea where I'm going with this particular look. I'm just going to grab brushes and see what happens. I have my Ulta Beauty color switch. Again, not sure if they still sell it, but I'm sure you can find something similar on Amazon. Color switch or brush, dry brush cleaner, something like that. So I'm going to try not to go with the ordinary. I'm going to go into New Wave, which is like an orangey yellow, or a yellowy orange right here, and see what happens with that. So based upon how this look turns out, we'll decide whether or not it gets loaded. So I'm going to put that right up under the brow bone. And then I'm going to buff it out. So first I just place the color, now I'm buffing it out. And I'm going to do that to to my other eye, taking it also into the inner corner and buffing it out. I think I need to add a little bit more of that color to the inner corner on the other eye, so I'll do that and then buff or blend out. Alright, here's where it gets tricky. I'm going to take my BMX 430 crease brush from Motor Pro. You know, it's like my favorite. I'm going to wipe it off, and so I didn't get a lot of kick up at all from that product. So maybe I have version 2, because I know version 1 was the one people were complaining about. A lot of kick up, very dusty, very powdery, and I'm not getting any of that, at least in this color here so far. Next, we're going to go into Untamed, which is right next to New Wave. So this particular color here. And we're going to take that in the crease. Tap off some of the excess. And let's go. Ooh, that is green. They did not hold it up. And it's definitely green. And that's with one dab. And we'll do it on the other side. Hopefully it does the same. Because I really wasn't expecting that much color. But I believe these are pressed pigments versus eyeshadows. So you're bound to get a little bit more depth of color. I just don't want it to get muddy. That was another problem people were complaining about, that the colors muddied into each other. So there we go with that. I'm going to go back into that original brush, no additional product, and I'm going to try to blend that out so it's not that harsh of a line involved on this particular look. We'll do the other side. I already did my brows just to have a frame of reference, something to frame the look with. Alright, next, now that one did have some kick up here. So next we're going to go into Electric, which is that shimmer shade. And we're going to take, what brush are we going to use here? We're going to take our Write Your Story brush from the Sugar Rush brand that's up under Tarte. So I got some of that, and we'll put some of this on the lid. So it's coming off green here. I'm not sure how it's working out. So, ooh, I shouldn't have did what I did. I got a lot of product that came off on the brush and also came out in the pan. So you don't need to dig. You need to lightly dab your brush into that particular shade. Alright, and I still have some product there. Next, I want to take a brush that's a little bit more concentrated, a little bit more dense, and see, I dug into it. Well, I didn't think I was digging, but I ended up digging into it. I'm going to go into Axis, which is right here, the deepest green, and let's see if this muddies up any. And we'll take this on the outer corner and blend into that other green. Yeah, if they did do a second version that wasn't as powdery, I don't have it. I have the first version. I'm going to assume by the way that the this particular shadow was working. So I'm going into the outer V with this one, into that green. All right, and just to show you, that's how much powder is kicking up. Next, we're going to line the eye with my Maybelline Curvitude, my handy dandy trusted favorite. And it's just so easy. So easy to use. I love it. And for mascara, I know I've been using that Tarte C Surfer Curl mascara a lot, so I decided to, I just put my hand in a drawer and picked up the first thing that was not the Tarte one, and this is the Ciate London Triple Shot XXL mascara. It has a similar brush wand and that wonderful mascara scent. Let's see here. A lot of product comes out on the end. So this is a nice mascara. I still prefer the Surfer Curl though, because this is getting to be goopy. When I pull it out, it seems a little goopy, and I have a lot of product to try to get off. I'm not caring for that. And it might be to the age, has something to do with the age of the product as well. You never know. I don't know when I opened this. It was definitely more than 3 months ago though. I'm not one of those people that switches out my mascara that much, simply because I haven't been wearing it a lot. And maybe I should. I do have some that I have not opened, so I'm not hurting for mascaras. I have plenty of them, especially when you get those boxes and everything. So this is the finished look. And again, this look was inspired by Simply You Makeup. Check out her channel. It's Simply You Makeup. She does a lot of videos on makeup. She does lifestyle. She does vlogging. So you'll always have something to watch when you're looking at Miss V. Her name is V. And this is the look that I came up with today. I am going to take that same brush I used, that orangey yellow, and just try to buff that out a little bit more though on that edge. I don't like how, but I don't want it to get muddied up. I just don't like how that was looking. So this is my green look using the Subculture palette. This is a beauty bite. And until the next video, stay whimsical, let your inner whimsy shine, and I'll see ya. Bye.